ruled the hearts and minds of Pakistanis for more than 4 decades as cricket superstar, international celebrity, philanthropist and upstart politician. But come this weekend, Imran Khan will take oath as Pakistan's Prime Minister.
I want all of Pakistan to be united in this moment. I am thankful to God for the 22-year struggle that I started in 1996. So today, God has given me the opportunity that I have dreamt of, a dream for Pakistan. God has given me the opportunity that I can fulfill that dream.
That dream has come after a long struggle. Khan was his party's sole parliamentary representative for its first 12 years. But things changed in 2013 when the PTI won several seats in parliament and swept elections in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa or KPK province. And it was re-elected last month, something no party had managed since elections were first held here more than half a century ago.
KPK is one of the most difficult provinces, not only in Pakistan but maybe even in the world. Terrorism, security, bordering with Afghanistan. So, taking all those things into account, if Mr. Imran Khan can perform at the level that he has, build hospitals which international community has recognized, do a billion tree tsunami which the international authorities have recognized, education which internationally has been recognized. So if all these things can be attained in a difficult territory, imagine all what he can do in places like Punjab, Sindh, Balochistan.
The emphasis on fixing community services, especially health and education, is a cornerstone of Khan's party manifesto. That effort is most obvious here at the Hayatabad Medical Complex in Peshawar, once an example of government negligence and corruption.
When they came, this PTI government, they turned it around 180 degrees. Many of the doctors, we had some reservations over that.
Doctors here say the cost to patients of complicated cases, like these suffering from severe spinal conditions, could be thousands of dollars in private hospitals, but is now heavily subsidized. Another change is model police stations to improve community policing. Police officials say it's brought down complaints against officers by 80%. But many in the national media remain critical of PTI's performance in KPK province. But all that appears to have been ignored on voting day.
I voted for Imran Khan and he will win because we want change. It's been so many years and we are not getting any jobs. Those unemployed have remained unemployed. The educated have no future. Everybody's moving abroad. There is so much terrorism. The system of governance has broken down. So we now have new hope with this new candidate and this new election that change will come.
It's such sentiments that allowed Khan to focus his campaign on poor governance and rampant corruption by previous governments, particularly that of former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. But analysts say the biggest boost has come from alleged support from the country's powerful military establishment and Khan's pandering to a growing anti-minority extremist element, once fringe but now dominating the national discourse over who is fit to rule Pakistan. The key debate is Pakistan's blasphemy laws. They were inherited from the British Raj, but stricter penalties were introduced in the 1980s. They now carry the death penalty for defaming the Prophet Muhammad or life imprisonment for insulting the Quran. But activists say the laws are abused, with people falsely accused to settle personal scores or to target minorities. It also encourages people to take law into their own hands. More than 70 people have been killed after having allegations of blasphemy made against them since 1990. The last major effort to change the law was led by Salman Taseer, governor of the country's largest province, Punjab, and it ended after his own bodyguard murdered him for his stance. The killer, Mumtaz Qadri, was eventually convicted and hanged for his crime during the government of former Prime Minister and Imran Khan's arch-rival Nawaz Sharif. But it's clear from the people who visit his shrine near Islamabad that his cause lives on.
Although we are ideologically linked to Tehreek-e-Labbaik led by Khadim Rizvi, but we also want to give a chance with Imran Khan, who is increasingly pledging his allegiance to the Sufi orders.
It was Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan or TLP that was instrumental in destabilizing Sharif's government by organizing mass protests in Islamabad last year, which were backed by Khan. It was the final nail in Sharif's political coffin. His tenure ended after a court first charged and then convicted him of corruption, following revelations in the Panama Papers of undeclared investments abroad. That was Khan's main weapon in the election, the view that he's fighting for the common man against a corrupt elite that acts above the law. Well, this road leads to the palatial palace that is the Pakistani Prime Minister's residence, and his next incumbent could be Imran Khan. But Khan says he's not going to live here. He says he's not going to allow lavish government lifestyles while so many Pakistanis live below the poverty line. It's a move his critics say is calculated to ensure his grip on power, just like his alliance with the extremists. Nawaz Sharif, now in prison, tried a similar thing with the Pakistani Taliban. That ended in the infamous Army Public School massacre in Peshawar and changed public ambivalence towards the militants into outright rage. So, will Khan be able to avoid the same traps and balance his relationship with the powerful military establishment? Or could an appeasement of extremists lead to his downfall as it did with his predecessor? Shoaib Hasan, The Newsmakers, in Islamabad.